Hey, Emily! Where are you? The master of the house is home, and why are you here? Hey, answer me!
Sorry I couldn't reply you sooner.
Where are you?
I'm at my parents' house.
Huh?
I told you last night, didn't I? My dad strained his back, and my mom asked me to help out until my sister comes back. I'm going to be here for a few days.
It's just a strained back, right? Besides, he should be fine since your mom's there. You need to come home right now and make me dinner. You haven't prepared a bath for me yet. And you haven't ironed my shirt for tomorrow either.
I left dinner in the fridge.
What? The fridge?
I prepared it so you can just warm it up in the microwave. I've also cooked for the rest of the week and left it in the freezer. Can I ask you to warm it up on your own just this time?
You want me to eat some lazy cookings?
Lazy cookings? I just made a batch and froze it.
That's called being lazy. I want freshly cooked meals. Who the hell do you think you are to tell me to heat it up in the microwave?
Please, Fred, just this time. When my father is better, I'll come back home and cook all the meals for you like I usually do.
That's not my point. I don't understand why you have to go back to your parents' house just because your dad strained his back.
Why not?
Your mom can take care of him. They don't need you.
You know my mother walks with a cane because of an accident when she was young. My dad, who used to support her, hurt his back now.
So what? I'm your first priority. It should be me, your husband. You have to follow my orders as a wife. Quit blabbing and come home.
Please, Fred.
You still don't get it? Disobey me and I'll divorce you.
Don't give me that again.
You're the one who's going to be in trouble if I divorce you because you're just a housewife who doesn't work. You can't live without me. If you really want to go against me, I will break up with you. You want me to divorce you?
You're going overboard.
Come home right now if you get what I mean.
No, I won't. I'm not going home.
Huh?
You're important to me, but I think my parents should be my priority right now.
Damn, do you really want a divorce?
I'm sorry. Please be reasonable this time.
Okay then. Divorce it is.
Fred, aren't you taking a day off today? Are you going out somewhere?
Oh, it's you.
Where are you now? I'm back home. Looks like you haven't touched any of the meals I cooked you.
Of course I haven't. I can't eat such lazy cooking food.
I prepared them for you even though I was going to be late going to my parents because I knew you wouldn't cook them yourself. I wish you'd at least heat it up in the microwave yourself.
I don't need it coming from a wife who has disclaimed her role in taking care of me. You'd better be sorry and reflect on how stupid you were if you don't want me to divorce you.
When are you coming home?
Huh? I'm not going to just come home like nothing happened.
What? Why?
It's your punishment for neglecting the master of the house. If you don't want me to divorce you, you'd better reflect on your own stupidity.
Stupidity?
Oh, and one more thing. Speaking of your punishment, I'm not putting in any money this month.
What?
I'm the one who supports you, and I can't tolerate your attitude. I'll exactly show you what you get is what you deserve. Call me when you're ready to apologize to me.
Fred!
If you don't want me to divorce you, you'd better apologize properly. Later. Hey, Emily. I haven't heard from you at all. Still no remorse? It's about time you need some money, don't you? I called you because I know you're struggling. Hey, Emily. You know, being stubborn won't solve anything. Oh well, I'll give you a little more time. If you're sorry, all you have to say is that you're sorry and apologize to me. You'd better call me if you don't want me to divorce you. Hey, Emily! Why don't you show some remorse? If you don't, I'm really divorcing you. It's just those simple words. Just say that you are sorry. If you can't even say that, you're not worthy of being my wife. Show some remorse if you don't want the divorce.
Oh, hi!
What the hell is wrong with you? You finally responded. Do you know how long it's been?
Let's see, about 3 weeks?
You haven't contacted me once so far. I contacted you a week ago out of mercy. Who the hell do you think you are?
Oh, you contacted me?
Huh?
I didn't notice it since I blocked you.
Blocked me? You blocked me?
Yeah, that's right.
So that means you have no remorse?
Remorse on what?
There are plenty of things you should be sorry for. Especially the fact that you're not following my orders, even though I support you financially. That's the first thing you should be sorry for. You don't seem to get it, do you? I know you've run out of money to live on, haven't you?
What makes you think so?
Because the money I've been putting in every month from my paycheck is gone by now, right? You're a housewife who doesn't work. There's no way you can survive without me. If you get that, you'd better listen to me. You don't have to be tough with me.
I'm not being tough.
I know you can't live on without me.
I have no problem though.
If you give me an attitude, I'll divorce you. I'm sure you've learned in the last 3 weeks that you're only you because of me. I'm the reason you're here.
I'm actually making a good living myself.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're living in poverty.
What do you know?
What the hell are you talking about? You won't listen to my orders? I'll file for divorce if you act against me.
I already did.
What?
My goodness, I found your endless angry messages when I unblocked you to inform you that I filed for divorce. You're blowing up my phone.
What? Wait a minute. How did you get the divorce papers? I don't remember giving it to you.
Oh.
Did you fill it out and turned it in without my consent? You're screwed. It's called forgery of a private document, and it can invalidate a divorce. You're so lame. Makes me laugh.
Ha! You forgot about it, didn't you?
Forget what?
You kept the divorce papers that's been filled out in the safety box.
What?
You bought a little safety box when we got married.
Oh, that safety box?
Yep, the one you work with the dial to open it.
You once told me that if I disobeyed you, you'd get a divorce. You filled out a divorce paper with our names on it and threw it in the safe with a big smirk. But from the looks of it, you didn't remember that I also had an access to the safe. Wait a minute. We originally bought it for both of us to use it. It's only natural that I would know how to open it too, right? Seriously? I didn't think you'd leave the divorce papers behind. I had to take a close look at it when I opened the safe. But the fact that you repeatedly mentioned the divorce, I figured that you actually wanted me to turn it in. So I submitted it to the city office yesterday. What? Wait a minute. Sorry I didn't receive your message sooner. You should be happy. We're no longer a family. No, wait. You didn't want to divorce me, did you? Why? If you divorce me, you won't be able to make a living. I wasn't relying on your salary to begin with. Huh? I did put money into our account every month. You were able to focus on taking care of me as a housewife because I gave you the opportunity. You were obliged to thank me and follow my orders. There's no way we can cover the living expenses for two people with just $300 a month. Huh? Think about it. Rent, parking, utilities, food, and so on. The rent alone already exceeds $400. You don't even need a brain to know that $300 is not enough. You can't even do simple addition and subtraction. Maybe you might need to go back to elementary school. Huh? Well then, how have you been making ends meet? You don't even work, and how can you afford to put in some money? I had a side job that I've been doing since I was single. A side job? When I was working for the company, it was just to make some extra money. After we got married, when you only put in a ridiculous amount of money a month, I decided I had to do something about it. So I increased the amount of my work and started to make a little bit more. I've been adding it to make the ends meet for our living. You never told me that. I told you when we got married. I explained to you that we won't be able to live on merely $300. But you told me that it was up to me to work it. You then slapped me when I insisted. You had a smirk on your face and told me that I should try earning it myself if I insist so much. So I did. The side job has now become my real job. I'm now able to support myself for a month. You kidding me? Anyways, it doesn't affect me so much that we're divorced. In fact, it saves me a lot of money that I don't have to spend on you. And most importantly, I don't have to deal with you being so unreasonable anymore. It's actually great. I'm getting more work, and everything is going well. You know what? What? If that's the case, shall we get back together? Why? I'll be more equal with you from now on. What's with your attitude? You're not superior to me. You can be with me again. What's not good about it? Didn't I just tell you that I feel great that I'm no longer with you? Meaning, I'm better off without you. But, it's kind of lonely for a 30-year-old woman living alone, isn't it? Especially at night. I don't want to support an unemployed man. What? You made a big mistake and got fired, didn't you? What are you talking about? I've told you about a friend of mine who works for that company. Not only that, your 3 girlfriends dumped you, didn't they? What? I know you were seeing 3 other girls. For the first few weeks after I left home,
I know you crashed at one of your girlfriends, Amy's, but she kicked you out when you got fired, right?
No way. How do you even know this?
I do have enough money to hire a personal detective.
A personal detective?
According to the report, you've been putting almost all of your paycheck into Amy and two other girls, haven't you?
You know about that too? I never showed you my bank status, have I?
The detective agency reported to me that they suspected you had spent all of your salaries on your girlfriend.
Wait, you hired a detective with my money? I want my money back.
I paid out of my own savings that I'd had before marrying you.
Huh? That's so wrong though. You've used it without consulting me.
My savings is my personal property. Whether we're married or divorced, it solely belongs to me.
That's not fair.
It's not wrong, and I'm not being unfair. I'm actually entitled to ask you for alimony for having an affair. But since you're unemployed, you won't be able to pay me much. Seems like your girlfriends thought you were single.
Wait, did you meet them all?
Sort of. Poor girls. They're only 20 or so. They were crying when they found out that you were married and that there were other girls on the side.
Is that why Amy kicked me out?
Exactly. She said she'll file a report if you ever go back to her place. And she's already ready to file a lawsuit if you ever start stalking her. The two other girls have said the same.
No.
Anyway, I find your existence nothing but trouble from the bottom of my heart. Just disappear from my presence, and I will not ask you for alimony.
Wait a minute. How about I become a housewife and you earn the money? See, don't you think that would work?
What are you talking about? You can't even do a single housework. You think the housework is so easy, huh? You look down on housewives and house husbands, don't you?
No, but...
You really are such a pain in the ass. Get lost already.
Don't say that. I'm coming home now. Can't we talk about this?
I've moved out already.
What?
I already canceled the lease on the apartment.
Hey, you can't just. That's my room. The contract was under my name. It's my room.
What are you talking about? I told you the contract was under my dad's name.
What? Why?
You threw all of the renting procedures to me and didn't care to deal with it. You didn't even care to sign the paper. How can I put your name on the contract? Plus, you only put in $300 a month. That's why I sent your stuff to your parents' house.
Wait, where are you at right now?
So long. A few days after, I received a call from his parents and an apology for the trouble Fred had caused. They had mailed me some cash, which I left it with my parents for now. According to my ex-parents-in-law, Fred admired becoming a dominating husband when he saw his colleague acting such a way to his wife. Of course, his colleague was also divorced by his wife. Anyhow, my marriage with a cocky douchebag only lasted a year. After Fred went back to his parents' place, he found a new job. But again, he was full of himself and cocky to the girls at work, and caused some problems again, and he was fired in the end. His parents finally disowned him, and they don't even know where he is now.